Hello and welcome to your doctor's report. I want to start by congratulating you on taking the time to learn exactly how in my office you and your family can reach the awesome levels of health you deserve. In my office we have a mission, and that mission is simple: to give every individual and their family the opportunity to live the awesome life that they deserve. The reason that I have you learn the information in your doctor's report is simple. The patients that I see get fantastic results. They decrease or eliminate their symptoms, improve their sleep and energy levels. They increase their overall health, but I know those that learn the information here in their doctor's report get the best results of all. The reality is, as a society, we have been tricked. Our entire lives, we have been told that you need some sort of potion or lotion in order to be healthy and well. That you have to trick your body into working the way it was designed. The reality is you don't. The reality is that the most powerful healing in the world is inside you. Your body heals itself every single day. There is no exception to this. The only question is what is happening that is interfering with your innate ability to heal. By truly understanding how your body can heal itself, you'll be able to do just that: heal. If you were to ask most people what being healthy is, you will get a variety of answers. But they will typically be some version of looking good or feeling good. Now, looking good and feeling good are a piece of the puzzle, but they are not the whole story. So if being healthy is not simply looking good or feeling good, what is it? It is right in the word. Health is healing. Health is healing. Now I'm going to put this into some different words to match the language we use in my office. Health is appropriately adapting to stress. One more time, health is appropriately adapting to stress. And all of this healing comes from inside you. Your brain holds all the healing abilities you will ever need. All you have to do is ensure that the communication from your brain down your spinal cord and out to your body is free of stress, pressure, and tension. When misalignments develop in your spine, what we call subluxation, it puts this stress, pressure, and tension on the nerves themselves, and it also creates a stress response in the brain. It literally changes the way your brain functions. Essentially, when there is stress, tension, and pressure in your nervous system, nothing can work as it should. This is exactly what chiropractic addresses. I help you relieve the stress, pressure, and tension that builds up in your spine and nervous system, interfering with your innate healing abilities. It is important to understand what I mean by stress. For the most part, when people hear the phrase stress, they think about feeling stressed out. And that's part of it, but there are some specifics that you need to understand. First, there is emotional stress, or your thoughts. This is the stress most people think about when they hear the word stress. It could be a big emotional stress like a tragic life event, or a small stress like being worried about being late for an appointment. There are chemical stresses or toxins. These are the toxins in the air you breathe, the food you eat, the medications you take. Some are small and cumulative, building up over time, such as consuming processed or non-organic foods. Some are more drastic, like the toxicity in many medications. Finally, there are physical stresses or traumas. Again, they may be small and cumulative, like poor posture at your desk, or they may be severe, like the typical birth process or car accident. At this point, you are probably wondering how exactly all these different stresses affect your spine and nervous system. All of these stresses cause the exact same stress response in the body. Your body and brain don't know any different. While there are degrees in severity, your body reacts the exact same to a tiger jumping out at you in the jungle as it does from eating poor food, having a misalignment or subluxation, or worrying about a deadline at work. They cause us to get into a fight or flight response, and this is a brilliant adaptation for the body. In the short term, this stress response changes our hormones, our posture, our memory, our brain function. It changes everything. If a tiger jumps out at you or you're in a fight for your life, these changes are genius. The problem occurs when these stresses remain for an extended period of time. One of the major consequences of this extended stress response is that it puts our body into a microprotective posture. This posture creates misalignments. This increases the stress response, creating more and more misalignments or subluxations in the spine. Essentially, it results in a vicious cycle, increasing the stress in your nervous system, which activates the stress response in the brain from those misalignments. But then those responses create more severe misalignments, leading to a greater and greater stress response. All of these stresses and changes in brain function rob you of your life. They drain your body's energy. They drain your ability to heal. They don't allow you to fully live your life or to perform at your best. Even if the subluxation is extremely slight, even if the subluxation has not caused any irritation or pain, it is contributing to and creating negative changes in your neurology and brain function. This manifests different in everyone, but in many people, some sort of direct response or symptom occurs: neck or back pain, headaches, sciatica or other numbness or tingling. In many of our patients, it results in poor sleep, a lack of mental clarity, poor digestion, ADH symptoms, colic, feelings of depression and anxiety. Regardless of how your body responds to subluxation, you deserve to have it corrected. It is essential to understand that chiropractic care is for the entire family. Age does not dictate your stress response. The stresses we refer to can begin as early as the birth process. Even with a typical or normal delivery, 80 to 90% of babies have enough stress put on the spine and spinal cord that damage occurs. This doesn't even take into consideration the births requiring intervention such as vacuum, forceps, or C-section. The best part is that the earlier someone starts being regularly checked for subluxation and has them corrected, the faster they heal and respond. More importantly, the greater overall potential for everything in their life. They can concentrate better, develop better, heal better, learn better, perform better in school and in sports. They will just be better. If your family is not already booked in, we will ensure to book the rest of your family, your husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, and especially your kids in before you leave your next appointment. Best yet, we will completely absorb the cost of these examinations, making it absolutely no cost to you. In fact, we are currently offering this to anyone you refer into our office. For those outside of your immediate family, simply let us know. We have a referral sheet you can provide their contact information on, and we will follow up with them and offer them the exact same thing we are offering you and your family. They will get the same neurofunctional and neurostructural tests that you received that are appropriate to their age and condition, along with x-rays as required and the detailed report of findings you will receive on your next visit. On your first visit, we typically would have conducted two major types of testing: neurofunctional and neurostructural. Our neurofunctional testing consists of 3 scans that we ran on your initial appointment. If this was a pediatric exam, you were someone in extreme pain or with some sort of significant mobility problem, we may have altered the process, but each of these tests an aspect of your nervous system that you can't feel. Following your neurofunctional examination, we conducted a neurostructural exam where I specifically looked at the alignment of your entire spine and pelvis, identifying the exact areas of subluxation and misalignment. This, along with your consultation, allowed me to determine the necessity for x-rays, which contributes to the neurostructural examination. The results we find have 2 purposes. Checking the alignment of your spine allows me to identify exactly where the problems are in your spine, where exactly the nerve stress, tension, and pressure are, so that I know where to remove it from. The rest of your neurostructural and neurofunctional tests allow me to know what type of stress your body has been under, how well you are able to adapt to stress, and what it is going to take in order for you to heal. Now, I know this has been a lot of information, but there are a few key points that you need to understand. First, your body has an extraordinary ability to heal if you just put it in the right environment. Next, subluxations or misalignments of the spine interfere with this extraordinary healing ability. You do not directly feel these subluxations. It is only if there is direct irritation of a joint, muscle, or nerve that you will feel it. Lastly, chiropractic care identifies these subluxations and corrects them so that your body can function at its highest level, so that you can live the awesome life that you deserve. I want to review a couple of patient cases with you just so you have an idea of the impact chiropractic care can have for you and your family. I could tell you stories about complete and drastic turnarounds in patients with mental health problems, with cancer or with MS. About babies or children who are barely given a chance to thrive. But I want to share some of the common stories we have. The stories that happen every single day in my office and in other chiropractors' offices around the world. First, there's James. I knew James and his wife for years at my last practice, which was in a gym environment. Having spoken to them all the time, what I didn't even know about James is that he had suffered with back pain for as long as he could remember. For so long, he just considered it normal. It wasn't the fact that his wife had to put on his socks. It wasn't the fact that he was limited in enjoying his life. It wasn't the fact that he was deteriorating and getting worse that brought him into my office. His daughter got engaged. And one day, while he was having a particularly challenging day, he realized that if he kept going the way he was, he didn't know if he would be able to walk his only daughter down the aisle, let alone dance with her at her wedding. Then there's Colton. Colton is an amazing little man with an awesome mom. And as you all do, his mom cherished him and wanted nothing but the best for him. He had not been the best of sleepers, but in a couple of months he started to get worse. And while all new moms are exhausted, his did not know what to do. She was fortunate enough that one of my patients recommended that she bring Colton in to see me. Now, his mom had been seeing a chiropractor all through her pregnancy, but she never realized that it could help everyone. When I met Colton, I identified that he had subluxations, and in no time he was sleeping like a baby, literally. He had more energy, he was happier, and Mom was able to get the rest and recovery she needed in order to take care of him just the way she wanted. Now James not only able to walk his daughter down the aisle and dance with her at her wedding, but James now spends his day living the dream. Him and his wife retired to their dream house up on the lake up north, just a short drive from his daughter and grandkids. He is able to play with his grandkids, babysit, work around the house, do everything he dreamed of. It is difficult to say exactly how many adjustments it will take for your body to fully recover. But what we do know is that it takes 12 weeks or 3 months for your body to adapt and change. Depending on the results of your testing, you will generally be recommended to either our adaptation care plan or our maintenance care plan. We do have other plans available to meet your health goals if it's appropriate, but these make up the vast majority of the recommendations I make. The adaptation care plan is designed to make significant progress and change in your spine, nervous system, and health. It is by far the most recommended and accepted initial care plan in our office. The maintenance care plan is typically utilized after an individual progresses through the adaptation care plan. Also, if someone comes in needing minimal adaptation, or if someone comes into us happy with where they are in the health of their spine and nervous system and simply want to stay that way. The goal of the maintenance care plan is to help maintain the spine and nervous system health in your body. Regardless of what I recommend, it is your decision what to do with your health and the health of your family. Your values decide how important it is for you and your family to have an optimal spine and nervous system. No one else can make it. As your doctor, it is my job to educate you on what is going on and what your options are. It is completely up to you what you do with this information. Everything in our lives takes an investment, some combination of time, effort, or money. Chiropractic care is no different. I have worked hard to provide care plans and payment options that are affordable to everybody. However, we will never, and I repeat, never turn anyone away due to an inability to pay. Your health is just too important. If you're in a financial hardship situation, I cannot read your mind. Keep in mind it is your choice whether or not to invest in you and your family's health. But if you are in a situation where you truly cannot afford it, I promise you I will make it affordable and find a way to ensure that you and your family have the opportunity to be awesome. But you need to speak to me about it. We recommend you come to our report of findings with someone you trust to help you make the best decisions about your health. Someone who will support you in your health decisions. It might be your husband or wife, your boyfriend or girlfriend, your mom or dad, your brother or sister. As you make any health decision, it is essential that you have a team behind you. I look forward to seeing you at your report of findings where we will review your results and communicate just what it is going to take in order for you to get the health results you deserve.